Yo, what's up, fellas? There's only 2 weeks left in the season that we got to get into. But before we get into that, let me just welcome y'all to AGS Season 1, Week 17. Season's about done. Lot of playoff scenarios on the line. Listen, when it's that time of the year, everybody got something to play for. It's my leagues anyway, even the teams that's out, that's playing spoiler. So Saints, you played me. I'm trying to get in the playoffs, and you won your game. But because you won your game, let me just make this clear. Those of y'all that been in my league, y'all know even if you out the playoffs, if you play a game against a person that's trying to get in, you get an incentive just for playing. If you win, you get a bigger incentive. So Saints, you just got yourself a nice little incentive for taking me out. That game, giving me the loss. So I'll be reaching out to you in the DM asking you who do you want upgraded. And that's how I do on my leagues. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't think that, of course I think you should be playing regardless, because you should be trying to build on something to move it to next season. But even besides that, I still like to give extra motive. So now even the teams who's out got just as much as motivation to play and win than the team that's trying to get in the playoffs. See how that balance works out? So both of y'all coming to that game with the same frame of mind. You want your upgrade for winning. You want to win to solidify a spot in the playoffs. It works both ways. So, you know, that's the same thing for the rest of the games that's got to be played. Anybody that's playing somebody that's trying to get in the playoffs, if you play your game, you get an incentive. If you win, you get a big incentive. You know, and it's not just the last 2 weeks of the season. It's like the last few weeks of the season. It's like, depending on how tight the race is, you know what I'm saying? But in this case, week 17 and 18 is crucial. So we're going to see who else playing somebody that got a chance to get in. And now for guys that's already in the playoffs, you know, I know you probably wondering, what if we playing somebody that's trying to get in? Well, you get something real minute. You don't really get too much of nothing, because I mean, you're already in. So, you know, the thing about it is that actually the teams that's already in gets nothing. You know what I mean? It's the teams that don't have nothing to play for. You know what I mean? Because if you're already in the playoffs, you're already in regardless. But the teams that's out, we want to make sure we give them something to look forward to moving into next season. So first up, we got Eagles and Washington. I don't think Washington playoff chances is not completely dead, but if they lose this one, I think you can I think you can write them off. I think they got 7 losses now. I'm not sure. They need this game in the worst way. Unfortunately, he go against a team that's one of the hottest teams in the league, the Eagles. He haven't lost a game in over 2 months. I got the Eagles to win this game. I'm gonna go 33-22. Next, we have myself against the Saints. And this is a typical, for me anyway, this is a typical playing against a record instead of playing against an opponent. I came into this game feeling like, yo, all right, we got this. We already beat them early in the season. We was looking forward to that Week 18 matchup. We took our eyes off the road. Anytime you take your eyes off the road, this is what happens. Disaster. Not only that, Sam Darnold didn't do us any favors, but it spilled milk. You understand? There's nothing we can do about it. It is what it is. First of all, we shouldn't even be in this position. That's number one. Number two, the fact that we are in this position, who are we to take our eyes off the road? So, I mean, too many dumb things happen. We got a lot of questions going into the offseason, whether we make the playoffs or not. We got a lot of questions, and it starts with the quarterback, really. We got to figure out what we're going to do with that quarterback position, because I don't know if I could do another season with Sam Darnold, man. He's like, you know, he plays on here like how he does in real life, you know, and I guess that's realistic, but at the same time, that's very annoying. But good win for the Saints. Like I said, you got a nice upgrade coming your way. Next, we got Bucks and Jets. Bucks took out Jets, blew them out. Jets had something to play for. They I think they like the 6th or 7th seed. I'm not sure. I think they're the 6th seed, but I don't think they clinched yet, so they pretty much needed to win this game. They didn't get it done Bucks came in this one and just rolled on them 38-14. Next we got Dolphins and Titans. I don't know what's up with the Dolphins. Never heard from him in a while. I don't know if because he took over this team late. He waiting for the next season. Not too sure. But I don't think this game will get played. So I'm going to go ahead and set this for the Titans. Jags and Pats. Jags, he was out of town for a while. He just came back to getting back to the swing of things. So his season is done. I think Pat's season is done too. But if it gets played, I go Pats in this one, 35-13. Next we got Raiders and Colts. This is a big game, not because either team is trying to get in the playoffs. They're both in. Raiders won his division. Colts, I think, like the number 3 seed in AFC. So why I say this is a big game? This is a big game because if this is a potential playoff match right here. If I'm either team, I want to set a message. So this ain't a game that either team could come into or get blown out, because that is not going to send you into the playoffs on the right track. I mean, I don't care what happens week 18. These are two playoff teams playing against each other right now. They have to set the tone in this one. Colts and Raiders. Colts been the more consistent team all season, although Raiders is definitely found his groove later in the season. But Colts at home, I'm going with Colts in this one. I got the Colts as a Super Bowl contender, so I don't see no reason why I should pick against him now in this one. Although Raiders is a baller, born ready, definitely knows how to get into his bag. So I think this should be pretty. I think it should be pretty competitive. But I like the Colts a little more in this one. Give me Colts in this one. 33, Raiders 29. 33-29, Colts over the Raiders. Next we got Chiefs and Bengals. Chiefs season is over. Well, Chiefs said he still got a shot for the number 7 seed. We're gonna find that out after I do these predictions. But Bengals, I think Bengals already clinched. I'm not sure. He might have something to play for. Not too sure at all. But even if this game gets played, I like the Bengals in this one. I'll take the Bengals this week, 31-24. Next we got Bears and Giants. Giants are slowly but surely letting go of that playoff grip they had. I remember about a week or two ago, I told him he didn't clinch a spot. He said he wasn't worrying about nobody on the schedule. He has now lost, I believe, his last 2 out of 3 games or something like that. He's definitely on a slippery slope of not making it. He has 7 losses. Panthers have 7 losses. Niners have 7 losses. Falcons, I believe, have 7 losses. There's a lot of 7 losses team over here in this NFC. Giants was sitting pretty a few weeks ago at 5 losses. Them 2 losses he took late is definitely killing them right now. I don't know who he plays week 18, but matter of fact, let me see. Let me just take a peek real quick. Let me just take an early peek in advance to see who this Giants team plays. I done passed them. Where's the G-Man at? Giants plays Washington. See, that is a very big game. Not only that, if Washington win this game against the Eagles, I think the Washington has a chance to get in. That game will have playoff implications, and even if it doesn't, trust you me, Washington, now that he knows that even if he's out, he got something to play for a nice little upgrade. Even if he didn't, Washington rubs me as the type of opponent that if he got a chance to ruin your season, he's going to do it. But now that he got something to look forward to, he definitely going to try to ruin the Giants season next season. This is a big loss for the Giants. If the Giants would have won this game, I'm guessing he would have punched his ticket. Now it's going to boil down to week 18 for him. It's a big loss. Bears still have a shot as well. I think he got 7 losses. He has a shot to get in. Week 18 is going to be for all the marbles for a lot of teams. At least about 4 teams. Cardinals have 7 losses. That's another team who got 7 losses. There's about 4 teams, maybe even 5 teams who got 7 losses. This is going to come down to the final week. I tell you one thing, the Giants just hurt themselves in a major way by losing this game to the Bears. Next, we got Falcons and Bills. Falcons, this is a tough spot for him to be in. Yeah, bro, the NFC is crazy right now. The race is beyond anything you can imagine. I mean, I would love to be one of them teams that's one of the top seeds that ain't got to be caught up in this madness. This playoff race is literally, and I mean literally, going to come down to the final week of the season. Every game in the NFC for the all-in playoff teams is a must-watch at the end of the day. But anyway, Falcons, another team who got a shot to get in, but he's going against a tough Bills team. And Buffalo he lost his last 2 out of 3, but Hey, I believe that he's going to try to get back on track. He won his last game. He's going to try to go into the playoffs on a winning note. He knows that he got a chance to bury the Falcons right here. And on top of that, he got a chance just to continue get back to his winning ways. I got Buffalo in this one, and I think this game will definitely ruin the Falcons season. This is the one that takes him out. Give me Buffalo over ATL 36-21. Next, we got Cardinals and Cowboys. Dre Day, you got a chance for a nice upgrade. Cardinals got 7 losses. You have something to play for, like I said, along with anybody else playing against a team trying to get in. If you play this game, Dre, you get an upgrade, but if you win, you get a bigger upgrade. So you got just as much to play for in this one than the Cardinals. You don't like the way your season went? You feel like you need some help over there? Well, here's your opportunity to get yourself in a nice position going into the next season. Cardinals and Cowboys, this should be a good one. Cowboys defense been killing them all season. That's been their Achilles heel. I'm going with the Cards to win this one, but I think that, well, it looked like it's being played now, or it was being played. I don't know what happened, but I see a 1. So I don't know if it's being played at the moment, but I'm going to take Cards to win this one, but I'm going to take it to be pretty close. Potential upset. Give me Cards 34, Cowboys 30. Next, we had Texans and 49ers, and 49ers lost. He has 7 losses. Wow, major loss for the 49ers. He too was sitting pretty a couple of weeks ago. He had about 5 losses. He was like the number 5 or 6 seed. He has now dropped to down 7 losses along with all these other teams. Man, that just makes my Panthers feel even that much hurt more, that we had a shot to be in a good position with all these teams losing in the end. Big win for the Texans. Texans, you played your game. You won this game. You got a nice upgrade coming to you. Oh, so far, all the teams that got something to play for has been losing. And that's pretty crazy and ironic at this time of the year, because you definitely want to put your foot on their neck and make sure you solidify your spot. Unfortunately, it didn't go that way for the Niners. So now it comes down to week 18 for the Niners. Let me see who the 49ers play week 18. It's probably somebody from his division. Yep, exactly. He plays the Rams. Dangerous game to be in. 49ers, that's going to come down to week 18 for him as well. And I don't know where they're going to have the seed in that, but I'm going to have to wait till we advance and I'm going to see the playoff picture. And then we'll know what's going on from there. But 49ers took a big loss this week. They could have did themselves a lot of justice by winning this game, and they did not get it done. Broncos and Chargers. This game doesn't matter, but I'll give a prediction anyway. If this game plays, I'll take Broncos over the Chargers. He's been playing pretty good ball lately. Even if he lose, he's been losing by a few points. So I'll take Broncos in this one, 35-21. This is for Carnage gets the win the away. Lions and Seahawks. B. Saronis against Chemical Bay. Not sure. Chemical Bay, I don't know if he's waiting to take over. I don't know if he's waiting for next season as well, because he took over this Detroit team during the season. So I'll take Seattle if this game gets. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna set this now. I haven't seen Chemical Bay play in a while. Vikings and Packers. I believe the Vikings definitely have something to play for. They might be another team who got 7 losses. If they do, add another team to the 7-loss list. I know they got to be right there in the mix somewhere. This is a big game for Vikings. If the Vikings lose this game and they have 7 losses, you can definitely throw dirt on them as well. You could bury them. It'll be a wrap. Packers got a chance to do something right in this one to get rid of the Vikings. The Vikings is definitely one of them teams that can be a problem if he makes it in the playoffs. If I'm Green Bay, I don't want to give him no hope. I'm taking Green Bay to win this one in a battle, though. 27-22. Next, a game that was played already, Browns and Steelers. Bay Boy really took out E-Ball, 28-17. Browns been consistent all year. Couple of losses here and there, but nothing to sneeze at. Steelers definitely got some question marks going into next season. Hopefully he puts something together, but this just haven't been his type of season for him at all. Let's take a look at these. Well, let's look at the. See, right now this playoff picture is all the teams that came into the week. So regardless if you lost, it doesn't register yet. This was the playoff picture going into this week. So the Giants lost. The the Cardinals play and the 49ers lost. So these things definitely is going to be shaken up. Ravens, they won't make it. The number 7 seed is the Ravens. They will not make it. The number 6 seed is the Jets. The Jets lost, so that changes things for them. And the Bengals, like I said, the Bengals, they got a tough game this week, but I think they'll even if so they in. So the AFC team, there's not much. I'm gonna see what's going on over there, and as well as the NFC. But it's not as many teams fighting for something in the AFC than it is the NFC. But nevertheless, it's still things that's got to be worked out. All right, so you got your 1 seed, you got your 2 seed, you got your 3 seed, you got your 4 seed. Bengals are in. So Bengals the only wild card team that's in. So you got 2 wild card spots left. The Jets lost. The Ravens will be out. So you got Jets right now, and then you got the other spot that's dangling. Titans gonna win this week. So the Jets, I don't know who he played. I think he played somebody from his division, week 18, the final week of the season. But the Jets definitely he definitely sitting in a better position than well, not really, because he got 8 losses too. So yeah, these last 2 spots with Jets and Titans can easily go to one of these teams that's out, meaning Chiefs and Pats. Chiefs and Pats are the only teams that got a chance to get in. Steelers is done. That loss to the Browns officially eliminated them. And Broncos, all these other teams, they're just out. So the only 2 teams that can get in is Chiefs and Pats. Jets played the Bills last week of the season. Thank you, my guy. All right, Jets played the Bills last week of the season. So Jets is definitely in a position to be eliminated because he plays Buffalo. Unless Buffalo has something to play for. They have the number 1 seed to play for because they're right there with the Browns. So, no, I know, bro. You beat the Titans, but look, you got 8 losses. If you lose the final week of the season, you got 9 losses. If the Titans win, he has 8 losses. He's in over you. The Ravens hold a wild card, but they'll be eliminated. So if you have 9 losses, you beat the Titans. Well, you need the Titans to lose, bruh. You need the Titans to lose either this week, which he not, because he got a force. Yeah, exactly. If Chiefs lose, you're in. Bottom line. Chiefs got to win his last 2. Well, if you win, you in. Honestly, if you beat Buffalo next week, it don't matter what anybody does. I'm just saying, if you lose to Buffalo, that puts you at 9 losses. If the Chiefs win, wait, Chiefs have 9 losses. All right, no. Yeah. No, you right. You right, my boy. Chiefs got 9 losses. You got the tiebreaker over the Chiefs, because that 8 losses you looking at is the loss you took this week. So even if you lose next week, you'll have 9 losses. But as you said, you beat the Chiefs already. All right, so you got the tiebreaker over the Chiefs, and you'll have the tiebreaker over the Titans. Well, the Titans got 8 losses. So if the Titans win next week, the Titans will be the 6th seed. You'll be the 7th seed. But the Pats, I don't know about the Pats. That's a team that I don't know. I don't know what your head-to-head record is. But yeah, as of right now, you are definitely looking better than the Chiefs. Right, exactly. Oh, you beat twice. You beat. All right, cool. So you beat the Pats twice. So you got the tiebreaker. All right, so you win. You're in. Yeah, you already in there, bro. Cause Chiefs got 9 losses already. There's nothing he can do. Nah, Chiefs. Well, at this stage of the game, the only team that the Chiefs can catch is that 7th seed. Jets is in because he has 8 losses. If he lose next week, he'll have 9. But the Chiefs already have 9 losses. He got the tiebreaker over the Chiefs. He got the tiebreaker over the Pats. Even if the Titans get 9 losses, he got the tiebreaker over them. So the only spot available is the 7th seed or 6th seed. But no matter how it gets spin, if the Titans win his last 2, he'll have 8 losses, and if the Jets lose his last week, he'll have 9. That means Bengals already in. Yeah, Bengals is already in though. Jets, you're in. Jets, you're in, Naruto. It's just a matter whether you're the 6th seed or 7th seed. So technically, there's only one playoff spot left in the AFC, and that's the 7th seed. The Titans will win this week, so he goes into the final week with 8 losses. I don't know what it is between Chiefs and Titans. I don't know they head-to-head. I don't know if they even played. I don't know who got a better what or whatever. But the Chiefs gotta win. He gotta win out. He can't lose no more games or he's done. And that's what it boils down to. Titans got a chance to do itself justice by winning next week. So that's the playoff scenario for the AFC. Now here we go. Titans beat Chiefs. All right, well then Chiefs can't afford to lose, and Chiefs need Titans to lose. No, if you said Titans beat the Chiefs, then Chiefs is out then. Because Titans get a force fight. Titans get a force this week. And Chiefs got 9 losses. So even if the Titans lose next week, he'll have 9. He got the tiebreaker over the Chiefs. Same for the Jets. So yeah. So all right. So the Jets and Titans are your 2 wild cards going into, unless the Titans lose next week and the Pats get him over him. Nah, how the Titans in regardless? Because if the Titans lose the last week of the season, and the Pats win his last game, oh yeah, the Pats got a tie. All right, yeah, bet. Yeah, all right. So yeah, Titans and Jets are your 2 wild cards in the AFC. It's just a matter of the seating right now. Chiefs are eliminated. They got 9 losses, and the Titans got the tiebreaker over him, and the Jets got the tiebreaker over the Chiefs. So there you go for the AFC. NFC. Here's where it gets stupid, dumb, and retarded. Bucks is the number 1 seed. Eagles are the number 2 seed. The number 3 seed is the Rams. The number 4 seed okay. Jets and Chiefs never played. All right, well then there you have it. The Jets, if the Jets, well, that still doesn't mean that the Chiefs are in. It's going to come down to the conference record. That's how it goes. It comes down to the conference record, and we can look at that. All right, Pats and Titans. All right, so all right, cool. So Jets, you need the Chiefs to lose next week. So let's take a look, because we here for playoff talk, right? So let's take a look. Let's see who got what. Let's look at we know who the Jets play. We know who the Jets play week 18. Let's see who the Chiefs play week 18. Chiefs plays Denver. Rico been playing good ball lately, but I would say Chiefs is favorite in that one. But Denver definitely been playing good ball lately, so that's kind of one of them games that the Chiefs gonna have to come in and handle his business. But I would say Chiefs should win that. So Chiefs should win that, but I'm telling you, that's a dangerous game. Jets play Buffalo. Jets got the harder game, of course. And let me look at the Eagles. Let me see who the Eagles play week 18. Cowboys, Dre. All right, so he got so like I said, Dre is one of them guys, man. Dre coming in with a sneaky game, you know, when you least expect it, even if his season is over. So interesting matchups going there. So again, so for AFC Jets, you need the Chiefs to lose either this week, and who he plays this week. All right, so then Jets would be in then. Let me see the Chiefs. Where the Chiefs at? The Chiefs play. They play the Bengals. They play the Bengals, and right now, the Chiefs is on the hook to get that loss because the Bengals been he's been ready, and I don't even think the Chiefs is even around. So I think the Chiefs might be a done deal. Yeah, so that's that. So let's what am I looking at? Standings, right? Let's go look at this NFC now. 1 seed, 2 seed, 3 seed, 4 seed. Green Bay, right? So now your wild cards. Yeah, Chiefs is a wrap. They ain't looking good for the Chiefs at all. All right, Green Bay is your 4th seed. Now, these are all the Cards got 6 losses. Why I said Cards had 7 losses? All right, so right now the Cards they didn't play yet, but if they win, they're gonna be your 5 seed. Falcons got 6 losses. They got a tough game. So, but right now they'll be your 6 seed, and your number 7 seed would be. Well, they had the Giants, but I don't know why they had the Hold on. All right, Niners and Panthers played. They lost. They got 7 losses. Cards didn't play yet. Falcons didn't play yet. Giants played, lost. He got 7 losses. Washington got 7 losses. He got a tough game. Bears got 7 losses. He just beat the Giants. So now Bears got the tiebreaker over the Giants. Vikings had 7 losses. He played the Packers. That's why I said it's some big time games left to be played. But I can tell you now, 8 losses not gonna cut it. So if the Vikings lose this week, he's out. Yeah, so yeah, the Vikings plays the Packers. If he lose, he's out. Right? If he lose, he's out. Washington plays. If he lose, he's out. Bears played. His season moves on to week 18. So Washington and Vikings, they're in a must-win situation. This is their playoff game right here this week. Cards got 6 losses. If he lose, no biggie. If the Falcons lose, no, it's a biggie. It's a biggie if they lose, but they're not eliminated if they lose. But they got a chance to do some real damage if they win. Bears play Vikings week 18. Well, there you go. Bears play Vikings week 18. But if the Vikings lose this game right here, they're eliminated. But they got a chance. They got a chance to officially eliminate the Bears season, which means the Vikings will have something to play for. Cards plays. No, the Niners play the Rams week 18. So he has 7 losses, and he plays the Rams. So, you know, that's a big game. So it's some big time games coming up. All these teams from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams has a chance to get in. 8 teams have a chance to get in, but unfortunately, some of these teams play tough opponents this week. So going into the final week of the season, it's going to change. But as of right now, it's 8 teams that got a chance to get in the playoff hunt. But that number will change after this week advances. So now it's just a matter of what happens for the remainder games of this week and what happens the next week's games. Playoff starts now. You ain't got to wait for the official playoffs to get here. Playoff starts now. It's going to be very interesting week 18. We're going to find out who's going to rise. We're going to find out who's going to fall. No matter how you spin it, you couldn't ask for a better playoff race. A lot of times in these leagues, when you get to the later part of the season, a lot of times you can just fair sim it because everybody already clinched, but that's not the case. There's so many teams fighting to get in. So this literally will come down to the last week of the season. Injury is going to play a role. Injuries going to play a role. Whoever got players injured now, and whoever has to play that could potentially get a big player injured going into the playoffs. So no matter which angle you look at it, this is big game. This is big time games coming up, and you hope to get out. You hope to get out and make it to the big dance, and you hope that you can say, I may have lost the battle, but I won the war. You don't want to win the battle and lose the war. You know, you want to go into the playoffs with your top guns. So it's a lot of stuff that plays in a factor in these last 2 weeks of the season. And again, we're not even in the last week of the season yet. There's still some big games left to be played. It's starting with this Arizona and Dallas game. Murph got a chance to handle his business, but again, he going against a Cowboys team who has nothing to lose and has everything to gain. The most dangerous type of people to play, because Cowboys gets an incentive for playing, and he gets a big incentive for winning. So keep that in mind to all guys that's out of the playoffs. Anybody that's playing somebody to get in the playoffs, it's an incentive game for you just for playing. But it's a bigger incentive should you win. So y'all both have something to look forward to in that game, which makes the stakes even higher. So advances tomorrow. Actually, if the big games get played today, advance will be today. If the big games get played today, we advance it today. So hopefully the teams that got something to play for, if they play today, we're going to keep this show moving, and we get that closer to finding out how this thing plays out. That's it for the fifth quarter. We here waiting for this last week to come. It's been a fun season, and it's going to be even that much more to top it off when we come down to the last week of the season. And anybody that got something to play for, now is the time to step up. But it's not enough room for everybody. Only 7 teams can get in from each conference. But it's been a good fun season, and hopefully these last couple of games that matter gets played today. If they get played and nobody see me jump in the chat and say anything about advancing, please hit me and let me know the last important game's been played, or let one of the other commissioners know, and we'll advance today and keep this show moving. I'll see y'all in the next fifth quarter. I'm going.